And welcome back, everyone. Cam had yet to give me the thumbs up, so if you just saw my mouth gaping open for like half a minute, apologies, or if you like that sort of thing.
It was a pause for effect.
Anyway, welcome back to Cursebreakers, episode 35, where I continue to take this lovely group of 6 adventurers through the beautiful land that is Barovia, full of pixies and little cute duckies, and no, it's an utter hellscape with vampires and werewolves everywhere, as they attempt to break the curse upon the land. The Curse of Strahd. Welcome to Cursebreakers, episode 35, and we'll begin with our introductions, starting with Cam.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I play Cade, a smart paladin.
For now. Jamie.
Hello, I'm Jamie. For now, I play Elias Renan, the Bard of Law.
And Chris.
I play Eos, the human life cleric. For now.
And Tank.
Hi, I'm Tank. I play Hellweir, the fighter rogue.
And
For now.
Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I play Porky the Barbarian.
And finally,
For now.
Kirsty.
Hello, I'm Kirsty. I play Raven the Rogue.
For now.
No, Raven's going to be the only one that survives.
Yeah.
He comes back from the dead.
Yeah.
let's face it.
And
He's immortal at this point.
I'm James, your absolutely awesome but terribly humble dungeon master.
For now.
You can't say that and call yourself humble. It doesn't make sense.
I know, I said just to wind you up. It's fun. Anyway,
Don't do that.
on the last exciting episode of Cursebreakers, which wasn't on last week, it was on the week before, the party travelled back to Bobby Lizarga's hut to have a discussion and do some trading, get the item they were after, and also get an extra item as well because, they had no use for the barrel of demon blood. In response, after these trades were completed, the hut attacked them. The rug attacked them. The barrel of demon blood attacked them. And Baba Lizaga attacked them. Oh, and some insects came out of nowhere and started attacking them. Lots of things were attacking them. And that's pretty much where we left off. There was a little bit of sort of downtimey stuff with Raven and Porky looking for secrets. Eos doing Eos things, talking to priests and having revelations. Honestly, cannot remember what anyone else was doing. Hellweir went looking for the lucky shot, but was unlucky. Cade, I'm pretty sure, just chilled pretty much. I remember him doing. And there was also a visit to the toy shop, because that's a guarantee when you're in Valaki. And we got a little bit of a lore drop with the Vistani there, with like how they can travel through and how they've had interactions with the dwarves that Porky was raised by. But now, let's get back straight into the action. Hystelia, if you please play me some music. Where is my bubble music? There it is.
Yeah.
And we start straight off in the action with our lovely paladin.
Okay, so as I am...
And I will say, if I remember correctly, Snurg is currently prone.
That's true. No, I got to get down to the party. So I'm just going to walk out. Fly out.
Now, I believe you can make a tax opportunity from prone, I think.
But it's disadvantage.
Yep. So...
Who's after Hellweir, by the way?
After...
Insects, okay.
Yep.
I don't know if they went or not, that's all.
They did, I think they just moved. I'm going to say they did. So he will try to... He'll go for his bite attack. He'll try to nibble your ankles. but a 13
Ooh.
doesn't hit. If only he had advantage, he would have actually hit you.
And I'm gonna fly out and rejoin the party.
Well, you can fly down about 40 feet. You're 60 feet up, so you'll still be like 20 feet above the ground.
Okay, and in that case, if the hut's legs are in front of me, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can hit the hut basically. Easily
Yeah.
enough if you want to take a swing.
Yeah, I'll just take my action swinging.
Yep,
And I'm now
go for
within 30 feet of the shield guardian.
Yes.
So I'll just command it to take out the legs.
Yep.
And Sunblade time. Cha-ching. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
That's 10
Your
points of
blade.
radiant damage.
Your blade slams into the hut, shearing into its leg, but the leg is still standing.
And second attack. 29
That's a
to
definite
hit.
hit. So close.
That's 11 points damage.
A nice extra bit of damage. Right. Brings it round. Anything else? I think
That
that's
will be
everything.
my turn for the moment.
Okay, Hellwear Hound. I believe the order was to attack the rug.
Yes, it was.
So,
So it'll just
bite
do
the
a
rug.
bite. And is it within 5 feet of a ally?
Yes.
Yes, Raven. So I get advantage.
Yep.
I think Raven's halfway up the hut, but Shield Guardian's there.
And
Oh yeah,
Aos is there technically.
and the Echo. Yeah.
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 That
21.
is a hit. That is a hit, and as we have established, your Echo can technically not be grappled, so the damage tries to transfer through part of it to the Echo, but does not succeed.
Good.
The Echo just sort of drifts through it, and he's just like, "Really? You like me that much? You want to give me a hug? Not without my consent."
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can do with the Hellhound.
Okay. Hellhound is now going to get Swarm of Insect.
Wisdom save.
Yes, and it needs to make a Wisdom save. Which could actually make a difference to this. I believe that's a fail. I cannot remember what your damage was. I think it was like 10 or something.
Pretty poor this round.
It was 9,
Yes.
which means it's still over half. So I believe a 20 hits. So
Oh yeah.
Hellhound take 10 damage. It gets
Yep.
nipped. And Porky.
Okay, how far away is bubbling lasagna?
She's
Bubbling lasagna.
three,
Love it.
four. She's about 20 feet away in terms of horizontal, but in terms of vertical, she's like 60 feet up at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to move. Gonna put myself sort of here.
Yep, so you're under the hut, but
I'm staying like as near to the hut as I can, but I'm gonna pop
Yep.
a couple of Eldritch Blasts at her.
yep, go for it.
That was my idea.
Yes, because we came up with this idea together. Because we were gonna hold our turns so we could do it at the same time. Because Raven is after Porky. So we wanted to do this in tandem, but Eldritch Blast, where are you? There we go. Bloop. 21.
That's a hit.
Nice.
What? Ignore the rage damage. She is raging, but it's not.
But the maximum damage.
And
No, you can't do concentration spells whilst raging. That's it, isn't it?
Hmm.
If I remember
yeah,
rightly.
but rage only counts for melee attacks, so you have to ignore that.
Yeah, I know. I
And
was just thinking on spell casting. 'cause-
it's 2 Eldritch Blasts at level 8, isn't it?
Yep,
Yep, cool. Just confirming before I roll. 16.
that is a hit.
Nice.
What is that?
Well, you went from max to minimum.
That's an Irina.
Right.
What is that?
She takes a few blasts, and you see seeming like chunks of her fly off and then seemingly melt into the air.
That second one was a warning shot.
She goes, "Oh, you've ruined my new dress. How mean.
I improved it.
I had a
Yeah.
death slater."
With
Inside
what?
check?
With what?
I love
Yeah, can
not
we
with
inside
who,
that?
with what.
You
Yeah.
can roll an insight if you want.
Seeing that, something seems
I don't
off.
even think I want to know.
Raven, it is your turn.
Well, he was going to also fire off some Eldritch Blast.
Yep, seems to be telling the truth.
I haven't even got his sheet up. What am I doing?
What seems to be telling
What
the
are you
truth?
doing with your life?
Other when you rolled insight on her.
It's just insight
She
on the
legit
whole
has a date.
flying.
Seriously.
Yep.
No, not that. I mean the whole flying off, turning
Yeah,
to goo.
you're
Seems a
not
bit weird.
sure on that. You're not sure on that.
Does this
Something
count
seems-
as a secret?
Maybe.
Hmm.
I'll say this, it will count as a secret if you can find out who the date is with,
Totally Blinsky, let's face it.
without anyone else apart from Raven finding out.
Okay.
It's a very specific circumstance, but it could happen. Right,
Okay.
right. That 16 does hit.
Yeah.
Another chunk of her flies off. 6 damage.
Ooh.
But-
Well, that
and then
don't
that
look-
second one.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
roll
You
my
have luck,
critical
don't you?
next, mate. Okay,
oh.
so
Hold on.
Luck.
yeah,
She'd
luck,
like to
go
re-roll that
for it.
second Eldritch.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
That's lucky.
Yep. Like one of it looks like it's gonna miss entirely, like flying past her head, and then somehow it curved at the last moment. Just sort of
It's because
clocked
they're
It's a
shaped like
boomerang!
they're
It's a
birds.
boomerang!
Well, they're shaped like birds, so it comes in, swoops back round.
Well, he comes from down under.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God, yes.
It is a popular fan theory that Drow should have Australian accents.
Can we all take a vote that Kirsty now has to speak with an Australian accent for the rest of the campaign?
I mean, she does that sometimes. She just
Agreed.
slips into it.
I used to speak purely in an Australian accent.
Right,
Hell yeah.
Elias.
And Mum watches a lot of Neighbours and Home and Away.
so she's in the air
Yep,
and she's within distance of the hut.
yep.
I'm going to use Soundwave and try and bring her down, but get the hut at the same time. The hut can't be made,
Okay.
but
That makes sense. And that is what save is that for? Really?
it's
I
Dex.
find that so weird that that's Dex.
That's because it normally is a tidal wave. So.
Yeah, but even then, it just still feels like being able to resist being knocked down feels more strength related. She fails.
She falls and takes, what is it? Did you say she was 60 feet in the air?
Yep.
Oh,
That's that on top as well. The hut takes. The hut needs to make a Dex save in terms of damage, but I believe
Yeah,
you said
I'm
last
just-
turn it couldn't be stunned or
Yeah,
prone.
I'm just considering something.
that's actually huge.
Yeah, that's actually like a much bigger deal. Why don't you have those spells? Yeah.
So 17 plus 19.
Yep, and with that, this is a really odd way for this fight to end.
What?
With Barbara at least, because that does bring her down to 0.
We didn't do any damage to her last turn. Time.
Yes, you did. You've done loads
That's
of
why
damage.
she
You
was
had
running
40
away.
Oh,
She had
Really beaten
45
her.
HP left, and
Oh.
then these two have just wowed them with Eldritch Blasts.
yes.
Only 45. That's more than Raven's got.
Which
Wow.
brings her down, And as she drops to the ground,
No.
the color of her skin seems to fade away and turn white, and she seems to be slowly melting. But I will come to that in a little bit.
What?
That was huge.
Yeah. Is the hut still operating right now?
Yes, the hut is still operating.
Yeah. Do the deck save for that as well then.
Yep.
That makes sense.
It
How would-
fails.
How would it move? But yeah.
Yep.
So it takes 17 then.
Yep.
Gee.
Right, so Chris, in your best Snurg voice, I want you to say, "Now I'm the one in control."
I'm assuming control of this battle station.
Right. Okay. So,
Captain Snurg on deck.
technically, actually, there's some other things that happen. These do disappear.
Oh yeah, they do.
That was indeed the play of the game. Because weirdly, of all characters, she doesn't have magic resistance.
And she didn't have Featherfall either, apparently.
Or counter spell, or like any of the spells that would be useful in this situation. It's just like,
Yes.
right. So, what? Snurg will spend half his movement to stand up. Then we'll just sort of go 5. And then he's got
Jump.
enough movement. He's going to jump out and try to land on Cade's back.
Oh, so is this like an acrobatics or a
No,
grapple?
he's literally just going to go for a claw attack first. Let's see if he hits. An 11 misses. 17 misses. And then he just sort of then just sticks to the side of the hut. Just like, wow, that was a bit of a shit one. My best Snurg voice. Wasn't terrible. I'm not quite as good as you. Aos.
Goodness, that was a change of events. I think I'll keep the Spirit Guardians burning. And what else is there to do? I guess just deal with the hut. I can't climb up, so I'll just deal with the hut itself. Unless it would
There's
have.
also the rug.
Yeah, I was just looking at the rug.
The rug's still alive. He's rugging and rolling.
Okay, right, just for that. I'm summoning spiritual weapon, hacking at it.
Right, bring out a spiritual weapon.
Okay. It's going
As
to
a
be.
reminder, one of your spiritual guardians is still glaring at you.
Yeah, apparently there's one that's really jealous. I'm not sure what that's
Yep.
about. A 17 to
So
hit,
That hits.
and it does 5 points of force damage.
Nice solid hit.
I'll go around and. Oh, wait, I'll just go to there actually, and I'll flank with a shield guardian, and I'll take a swing with my moon touched warhammer.
Yep.
Let's go. Ooh. 6 points of bludgeoning and 2 radiant.
Yep.
And that'll end my turn. As I'm
Yep.
dealing with this. I haven't even
And
seen
the
a
rug-
polar bear in Barovia. Where did she get this thing? She must have imported it.
Yeah, and now the rug is going to go for you.
Does the rug need to make a spiritual guardian? save?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. I don't know why this is now suddenly.
-2. Makes sense.
The rug is still standing. It's been ripped apart. It's ripped to shreds, but
Hold
it's
on,
still
let
been
me-
tried.
I should have re-rolled a new damage for that actually. Because it's starting around.
Oh well. try biting you.
Okay, it missed, failed.
It's gonna
That's
try
much
to
better
envelop-
damage.
it's gonna
Much
try
better.
and then it tries to envelop you.
Oh god, it can bite and
But
envelop.
I will say that if we're going to use that new damage,
Yes.
then technically it is dead.
Woohoo!
Okay, I don't need to cut it then, because I am actually in
So
range.
now the heart, having seen its mistress go down, is going to go for the people that it did that. So first, we're going to have a kick against Raven. Does a 14 hit you, Raven?
Please say it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
For 36 damage.
Well, okay. Uncanny dodge.
Yep.
A root in the boot to the snoot right there.
My range of that.
15, 16, 17, 18 then.
Yep. And then a kick to Porky.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
hits
was
me.
muted. Protect?
Oh, yeah,
You're
protect.
in the air still. You can't protect.
If it's within 5 feet, I can.
She climbed up. She did climb up.
Yeah, she had only got like 5-10 feet off the ground. He's 20 foot up.
Porky didn't climb up.
No.
No problem.
She's literally on
Unless
the
you're thinking of the she.
Raven.
Oh,
is a
he.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Porky, you take 15 damage. And
No, I don't. I take the full damage. I'm not raging anymore.
okay.
I used Eldritch Blast.
And
I didn't make a
in
melee.
that one's on a rock throw against you.
Has
And
rocks?
yeah, it can throw rocks. But it is now surprised until the end of its next turn, so
basically
everyone has advantage of it.
Oh, is it not stunned?
And then the Shield Guardian will give it a double fisting. First one hits, second one misses. Bringing it round to Helwyr's turn.
Right, you said I got
Yeah.
sort of 15 foot up, didn't you, last
Yeah.
session?
Yes.
I'm going to keep climbing to get up into the hut.
Okay, so
So
because it's moving about, I will need another athletics check for you. Let's see if you can climb. Okay, you managed to climb, because you don't have a climb speed, I believe movement's halved, Chris?
Oh yeah.
You don't. Yeah, so you move 15 feet up, so you're now 30 feet up. You're halfway up the hut.
I'm going to bonus to go the other, or the rest of it as well.
Okay, so that gives you another 15 feet. So
How close am I?
that you're now. So I'm just. You've got you're 15 feet away from the door now.
Right, and I'm just going to burn my action surge to get in there.
Okay, so you're action searching to get up there. I mean, technically, you've still got your normal action because you.
Yeah, I'm going to use that now. How
so
far away?
It's an activating action surge a bonus action, or am I missing?
No.
No, that's second wind. Second wind.
Yeah, second wind.
So that
how
gets you
far-
up to the door. You were basically, I would say, you're basically where Cade is, but this map's weird because you can't do 3-dimensional. So,
Yep.
I'm just going to swap you and Cade round just for.
Yeah, I'm bringing the sort of echo up. Actually, no, I'm not. I'll leave it down there, but it'll disappear.
Actually, thinking about it, I get an attack opportunity against you.
Do?
Yeah, because of where you were climbing, you would have had to climb past Snurg to get to the thing because he leapt down.
Okay.
It's probably not going to hit. Oh,
You said
Yeah, that hits.
have 16 damage.
Yep.
And that was it for him.
Right. How far away? Sorry, how far away am I from the glow on the floor in the hut?
Snurgocrat is standing on top of it.
Well, I'm right in front of Snurg.
No,
thought-
actually,
no,
no,
he's
sorry.
jumped
No,
out.
he's further down, yeah. So you're 5 feet away, so you can get it on your next turn. Get there on your next turn, basically. Actually, no, you action surge, so you could get there this turn.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll move up into that then,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my action to try and grab the seed.
You can't grab the seed because the glow is coming from under the floorboards. You can use your action to try to pry up the floorboards.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
So that will be a strength check.
Sorry.
It's still
I take 3 off of that.
it still succeeds. So you manage to pry it open, and you see. Let me just get the exact description of what you see, because you're doing something interesting, and I feel like I should. So, yeah. So basically, there's a cavity in that sort of in basically the stump that this thing's on, and you can now see that cavity.
Right. Is that right? What Jamie's saying, Chris or James?
I believe it's a free action to grab an item.
Yeah, but you had to still pry the floorboards up. Yeah.
Yeah. I meant after that, in terms of grabbing the seed.
It depends.
Yeah. Let me just check.
I mean, if I can, yeah, I'll grab it.
Or
It
is
depends.
Or is the
Because
seed?
this sounds significant. It's not just open a door.
Yeah.
You can attempt to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right, I'll grab it.
I need a dex save.
Oh God.
Should be one of your better ones.
We have learned nothing. You do not touch before you check.
That is a failure.
What?
Ooh.
So you are taking 9 damage as the cavity bites you, and you are forced to pull back.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. So you have not
Uh.
successfully obtained the gem, and that is pretty much all of your actions and such.
Yep, that's everything I can do.
And thinking about it, let me just check one other thing a moment, because I don't know why, but something has just made me think I'm forgetting something.
Yeah.
Stupid quick. I can't remember how the inspiration works. I couldn't have used that to.
Yeah, you could have used that to re-roll, but too late now.
Damn it. Yeah, no, that's fine. I genuinely couldn't remember how it worked.
Okay. No, that's something else. That's fine. Okay. And again, I will emphasize there is no child in this hut. There is no bed for the child in this hut, but you're almost certain there was previously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is still the melting form of Bubby Lizarga over there. She hasn't quite melted entirely yet. But other than that...
Oh, did the hut make a wisdom save as well, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I suppose it does need to, doesn't it? It's very wise. Does that pass? Or does that still fail?
It is. No, it's a pass. Cool.
The hut is wise enough.
Took
It is
9.
now under the command of Snurg, so it is much wiser.
I took 9 instead then.
Yeah, I've done. Put that on.
Cool.
Might help if I unmuted. I'm gonna fly over to Snurg.
Yep. Don't have to go very far. He's practically next to you.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put him in his place. Yeah. I'm going to Divine Smite, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Goodbye, Snurg. And
Oh, you're not killing Snurg this turn,
want a bit?
even with a crit.
Give me a second. So that's
So that's 19 plus 21. That's 40 damage. He's looking fairly injured.
okay. Second attack.
Yep.
Bonus action. I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay. Going for that extra. It's good.
29 to hit. Fucking hell,
That
that was
does
a
hit.
19 and a natural 20. And why not Divine Smite on top? In fact, I should
Okay.
have probably checked my spell slots. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Okay, we're good.
When you divine smite on a crit, you get to do.
He did
Double.
roll.
I rolled twice.
Oh yes,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Sunblade, Divine Smite, and Thunderous Smite. I need a DC save of a Strength.
Okay. Essentially, strength save, you say. He's not very good at these, but this is magical, so he does have advantage. But he still fails.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the damage for that one. Cha-cha. 7 points damage, and he's knocked prone and pushed 10 feet away from me.
Ooh. Does that knock him off?
He's knocked prone. He begins to fall. He's 40 feet up. I'm seeing if he's got anything here. Nope. So let's see. This could. Not quite, but he does hit the ground with a bit of a splat. He still lands sort of next to Raven, looking very battered and bruised, and he's just like, I came from another dimension just for this.
And that will be my turn.
Okay.
I will.
Oh.
I will actually fly down and perch next to Raven.
Hellwerehound. It's been all. I'm just going to say, probably attack the hut.
Yeah, if there's nothing else he can really go for.
It could attack the snug.
Oh yeah, screw it, he's gonna go for the snug then.
Okay, bite with advantage. And with that, in rather gruesome fashion, the Hellhound rips off the head of Snurg and crunches it, burning the body away into nothingness.
Bye, guys.
Noise.
Cool.
Poor
Does
kid.
that?
The hut is still standing.
Yeah.
Not for long.
But you know, bubbling lasagna is literally bubbling on the floor.
Yep.
Oh man.
You could go ask her who her date was with.
Well, I kind of want to have a rummage to see if there's any hints, like any like secret notes or little bits and pieces.
You might find that in the hut. So far, everything about her seems to be melting.
All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna chop at the legs then.
You know, this melting process is taking a lot longer than I thought.
Chop, chop, chop. Here we go.
I melted.
22.
Yep, that's it.
Ignore the rage because I'm not raging.
Yep, 19 damage. Very nice.
And second one, 20.
Nice.
And another 9.
Very nice. Raven.
Chop. Chop.
Chop, 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 chop.
Imagine she's literally cutting it like she's cutting a tree.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have an axe. I only have a flimsy little rapier and my boots. Well, I have got a bow and arrow as well. And I do have a thunder tongue, actually. I haven't tried the thunder tongue yet. It doesn't
My
sound...
boot.
Yeah.
All I can see is you're like blinking when he's attacking that post in Men in Tights.
Let's go for it then with the rapier then.
Okay, rapier it is. 16 actually does just hit.
Yes, it's pretty much a blinking.
And you get sneak attack as well.
Yeah,
That's
and you will
good.
get sneak attack. You have managed to sneak up on this hut.
you go.
Wow.
So 9 for sneak and then 7 piercing from the rapier.
Yep. I don't think it has any resistances to that, does it? No.
Like, I was not
Okay.
born to be an axeman, okay?
Elias.
Okay, what's the distance on that? 90 feet, that's great. I'm going to use confusion on it. That's a wisdom save.
What type of effect is that?
It is a confusion effect.
It's not charm, if that's what you're wondering.
But it's actually... Yeah, so it does have to make a save on that.
And messing up all its connections within its roots.
Yeah, I'm just...
Doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a really weird situation. I feel like it should have immunity, but it doesn't. So it is confused.
Yay!
See, I'm much happier to be taken down by confusion, because at least that's a high-level spell. Being taken down by silence really sucks. Eos.
I mean, some of the lowest level spells can be used to incredible effects.
Yeah, I know.
sometimes. All right.
Oh,
I'll command my spiritual weapon to take on the hut,
yep.
and
Which also seems to be looking at you a little bit sketchily, you're not sure. Not quite with jealousy, but doesn't seem to be looking at you with favour.
what is going on? What have I done? Okay, spiritual weapon. There it is. Ooh,
That's
12.
miss.
Yeah, not good. All right.
Yeah. The spiritual weapon just sort of half-heartedly tries to cut into it, just like, eh.
Also, how far away am I? Yeah, I can actually get a range attack on the hut.
Yeah.
So I will do a guiding bolt.
Go for it.
Oh man, rough.
That is a miss. So now the
Yeah.
hug needs to make a D8. 4. Doesn't move or take an action this turn.
It
Just
does
gonna
get burnt up by some more spirit guardians.
Yep.
Right, it needs to make another wisdom, doesn't it?
15 this time.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Now we're just bullying it.
Yep.
Well, I'm
And the
assuming
shield
this thing is.
Oh,
Shield Guardian.
it makes another wisdom save, by the way.
Actually, technically, no, it doesn't. It wouldn't have been able to anyway because it was technically surprised this turn, so it couldn't do anything anyway because of its crap fail on that thing.
Oh right, yeah.
So it fails the wisdom save. So and the Shield Guardian, now seeing that this battle looks like it might be over, puffs up steam and tries to strike. Only hits with the second one as it brings its fist into a mighty uppercut into the leg. Now, Helweir, would you like to try to grab the thing again?
First thing I'm doing is I'm going to use my bonus for second wind.
Okay.
So it's 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Yep, so 1d10 plus 4.
That's 7.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm going to try and grab it again.
Okay, dex save.
Inspiration.
fail.
Do
Yep.
it again.
I bet it's not. I bet it's not going to be a matter of whether you pass or not. I bet it's going to be only when the hut is down.
8 damage this time.
Wow.
You still have I'll say that has taken your action because this
Yeah.
time, just for so you still got movement if you wanted to move, but anyway,
No, yeah, I'll stay there.
Cade.
Let's
Oh,
go.
I've kind of lost on the map. Oh, you're over there.
Cool. So yeah, I'll just go over and chop at the legs.
Yeah,
Let's bring
go
this
for it.
house down once for all. Or this hut. Chop. 26. I've been rolling really well tonight.
Yep.
Someone
Sorry, I
hopefully.
say tonight for once. 15 points
Yep.
damage.
Yeah.
Second attack. Oh no. Hold on, wait, very quickly. What the legs are made of roots, aren't they?
Yeah.
Would I know if I use Treebane?
No, because you would believe it's not a plant type creature at this point. It would be the roots appear to be
Fuck!
dead.
I knew it. I knew it. Kirsty, God damn it.
Okay, enemy you're attacking is able to use their reaction to perform an attack opportunity, but I think due to confusion they can't make reactions.
They cannot do anything.
An
It's
effective
so
creature can't
typical.
take reactions, yeah. And technically I should have rolled a d10 earlier, not a d8. I rolled the wrong dice. Oh well.
Oh.
But yeah, you miss pitifully. Like, it literally, like, just twitches its leg out the way, and then one of its legs just seems to lift up and almost like it's giving you the middle finger. Flipping you the bird. In fact, it lifts up one of the ravens in its cage.
It's a good compromise.
Yeah, cheers.
Hound.
Cool, that's
Who
my
I'm
turn.
guessing would bite the hut.
Right, I'm gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna move sort of here and attack
Yep.
the leg with
Yep.
Actually, that was what 5. That was what 15 feet.
Yep.
20.
Yeah, I'll say 15.
20. We go over here, so it's out of people's way, and it's gonna let loose a fire breath.
Yep.
So it's
I believe it's dex save, so. And I believe
it
a fail.
succeeds.
Really? 13 is all it took? Oh yeah, it's only
DC
12.
12.
So take half of that. It's still
Mhm.
it's a bit of damage. It seems that whilst it's old and dead, it's still very damp, so it doesn't seem that susceptible to fire, but it's still Porky.
How's the leg looking?
Pretty. All the legs are now looking pretty battered. The hut is sort of teetering a little bit. It almost looks like if you can imagine a drunk spider.
I don't want to imagine that.
Trunk
Okay.
spider.
Drunk snack.
Well, we've seen that.
We have actually.
I want to like step back a bit, and then I literally want to raise my axe, run at it, and try to sort of
Or charge it with your charger thing. I guess.
yeah. But I can never
Yeah,
find the thingy for it. I thought it was
Yeah.
on my sheet, but it seems to have disappeared.
Right, let me just so if you hit it you'll do an extra, I'm gonna say 2d6 damage.
Sweet. Okay. Yep. 17.
That is a hit.
Sweet. That's 15 and 2d6, did you say?
Yep.
So that's an extra 6, and then second attack. That's a 13.
That is a miss, unfortunately. Raven. This hut is looking very weak. It still probably looks like it's got more in it than you, but at the same time it looks very weak compared to what it was initially.
Okay,
Considering you
okay,
guys
let
had
me-
knocked 230
Oh no,
health off
no,
this.
hold on, my
Wow.
just decided to
Boot her out.
boot me out. Loading. Thank you. Deep. Loading. Come on. Come on.
Do Elias.
I'm nearly there. So
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get
just
my
saying.
sheet to load.
The melting form of Bobby Lizargo while this is happening is just starting to go. Could you guys hurry it up? I've got something to say before I finish melting, but I can't say it till you've beaten the hat.
Raven just shouts back, "Give me a moment. I needed to reboot."
Well,
Are you literally changing shoes?
Yes.
yes. Well, it's not my fault you wore terrible shoes for a swamp. High heels in a swamp.
I did not plan to come to a swamp when I was wearing these shoes.
Where did you think I lived? You've been here before.
Maybe you should live in a more appropriate place.
I am. There's goats. I
Jesus.
could live without my goats.
Swamp goats.
I don't have no
Okay.
magic without my goats.
Okay, so what he's
Really?
SWAT.
gonna do is I'm gonna do a rapier attack.
Hey, wait, what?
That is a
23?
solid hit.
Nice.
Sneakity sneak.
So, and then on top of that, as a bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm going to use Wrathful Smite for an extra 6.
Yep. Well. Yep.
It's literally my only spell slot. If the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Oh no, it's gonna start running away.
Well, it's immune to. That's fine.
Okay.
So.
It's my only spell slot.
It does take the extra damage. Elias, you could finish it this turn.
Sure, why not? I'm gonna 10, 15.
Not got much left in it.
Fair. And he's gonna give a great big strum and shatter it
Nice.
Uh-oh.
at level.
Which I believe will have advantage on this because it's a
Oh.
construct.
Do you mean disadvantage?
Disadvantage because it's a construct.
Yes, that's what I meant. You know what I mean.
Okay, cool.
So that is a great big 19 if it fails.
Which means, whoop, even without rolling,
Wow.
you've done just enough damage. With that, the hut crumbles, starts tilting about and falls down, landing with a squat thing, almost squishing. Actually, you know what?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be mean. Porky, Hellwerehound, Cade, and Raven all make me dex saves.
This is happening, and he's just like, I did it! I mean, we did it!
Okay.
Oh no.
Great.
Okay, so Raven makes
Oh.
the save.
Did.
Porky doesn't make the save. But Porky, I would say you have advantage on this due to danger sense, so you can roll again. So I'm going to say this counts like a trap of sorts. Okay.
Oh no.
And Cade, and
Oh no.
I like to think Porky hit it so hard with her axe it got stuck, and even she's having trouble trying to remove it.
and for Hellweir, I'm going to say Constitution saving throw.
Porky,
What?
you get
Bring up
+2.
the
No,
Strength.
strength.
Yes,
Strength saving throw.
I'll get knocked prone.
Timber.
Okay, so you managed to make the save. Raven managed to make the save.
Porky got a
Hellweir Hound
16.
didn't. Yep, Porky still didn't make the save. Okay, so let's see. So anyone who failed the save takes 22 damage as the hut squishes into them. Hut. And those that made the save will take half of that, which includes Hellweir, as you're sort of knocked about by the hut falling. And as I'll say, as you're knocked about, your
You
hand
lose a half
grabs
in-
the seed and
Okay.
pulls it out of the thing. And actually, Raven, because you succeeded on the save, you take no damage because of evasion. You have evasion at level 7, I believe.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to remember what I was on before.
29.
29, thank you.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
just thinking. But yeah, you now have this glowing green seed. And with that, time seems to freeze apart from the melting, snow-like form that is Baba Lysaga.
Oh, here we go. Here's the monologue. Get ready.
No, like.
Yeah.
Oh no,
She
she's not.
She
not the
goes,
real one.
by the pricking of my ear, I have something for you all to hear.
Oh boy.
Especially the dead moon, as you'll all gain new power soon. But you, my dear Thorny Feel, have a choice ahead, I feel. You must choose between the path of life, or the path that is between the dark and the light. One will fill you with joy, and the other with strife, so choose well. As for the rest of you, don't really have anything to say. You killed me. Why should I speak to you?
I'm gonna just like quietly whisper. You don't want me to pass on a message to whoever it was that you were meeting?
Oh, actually, yes. Just give me a second. I will say one last
That was
thing.
easy.
I will say one last thing, actually. See, you've killed me, and you think that you've killed the Queen of Hags, the Mother of Night. Unfortunately, I was put here a long time ago when the real one left. So, enjoy.
That didn't rhyme.
It doesn't always have to rhyme.
Don't start with rhyming if you don't finish it.
It doesn't always have to rhyme, and sometimes I don't have the time.
Okay, there we go. Saved it.
And then, with a flash of energy, you all feel a surge of new power flow through you. And again, but time once again freezes, but only for Aos. Everyone else is frozen in place.
Oh, the drugs are kicking in again.
And Aos, the
Oh,
hut,
holy water.
the hut is
Holy
in front of you. But there are 2 doors on the hut.
2 doors. Just
Yeah.
like in my vision.
Yeah. One which has all the alchemical symbols to do with healing and life, and one which seems to be to do with, from what you saw, the moon. But now you're looking at it closer. It looks like what you were missing before, you can now see, and it is symbols of the sun.
The sun.
Take a
I
level.
thought it was of the moon.
Take a
It
level in
was.
Warlock.
Mostly of the moon, but now you're seeing images of the sun, almost as if it's trying to give you a sort of balance between light and dark, night and day.
I see. I'm going
It definitely favors the moon.
to head towards the alchemical symbols. Last time in the vision, I tried to open the moon, but there was something missing. Now it's complete. Kind of wondering what that means. Possibly something to do with the symbol of the raven. In fact, do I still have that with me?
Yes, you do. And it seems to be flowing with power. And but I will say, as you hold in your hand, it seems to pulse more strongly when it's pointing at that other door.
That's what I was about to try, actually. That's why I was going to go to the Door of Life first and see how it reacts.
Yes.
And if it's glowing more brightly at the door of this moon and sun.
And to perhaps add a bit more interest to this, now looking at the doors more closely, your spiritual guardian and spiritual weapon is still up technically.
They are, yeah.
Your spiritual weapon stands in front of stands next to the door with the alchemic symbol and seems to have a frown on its face, whereas the one from the spiritual guardian walks towards the door and looks at it with a frown before turning to you and seems to be almost giving you a look of understanding and possibly almost apology, perhaps?
See. You seem to disapprove, sister, somehow. No, you're just a memory of her. But...
It is not the right path, sister.
Whoa. I've never heard you speak before, but I guess this is happening inside my mind, so... Probably possible.
It is the path of your... It is the path of your shell, not the path of your soul.
It's also my past self. I took up alchemy so I could help people. So I could help people like I couldn't help you. I look back at the Door of Life. It's like the priestess said. I think this world cannot be simply solved with a good deed. Life alone cannot save this world. Not in a realm full of such death. Some people are... I'm not going to be able to save everyone. But for those I can't save, I can at least offer them comfort and a safe passage into that next life. And I'm going to turn towards the door of the moon.
Yep.
And as I do, I see the symbol of hope flaring brighter, signifying that this has more hope in store than...
Yeah. And the spiritual guardian, which also now seems to almost be identical to your spiritual weapon, actually places a hand on the door handle as if going to open it for you.
Thank you. I'll take a nod and steal my emotions as I push open the door and accept that I'm not going to be able to save everyone.
Yes. And with that, congratulations, everyone. You have now leveled up, and at that, we will take a short break whilst people do their level ups. Which, in the case of one of the party, will be a little more complex.
Warlock.
Oh, yeah. Yes!
I thought it was going to be monk because sun and moon.
To be honest, the one that most would mesh well with the warlock would be the paladin. They're a deadly combo, but
yes, true.
But
right.
Anyway, we shall take a break and be back in a short while. And yes, I know the battle music is still playing. Sorry, more about the Okay, and we are back. This episode is sponsored by no one.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, it's sponsored by the follow button. Follow us if you like. Anyway, so the party have just managed to successfully defeat Baba Lysaga, Baba Lysaga's Hut, Devil Snurg, take one of the magical seeds, get one of the 3 super items that they need, and as part of it, they've all now leveled up. And I'm just for the fun of it, let's just go round and tell everyone what you got at this level. Let's start with you, Cade.
So I got, what did I get? So of course we got our proficiency bonus. I got a stonk of health, kind of, and I have now got 3rd level spells.
Which for a paladin is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I got Shroud, Spirit Shroud, Haste, and Protection from Energy, which is pretty dope.
Yep. Elias, what did you get, our bardic friend?
So, in his hype that he managed to get the killing blow on both Baba Lysaga and the Hut, you see him dancing around and playing his music in all his like hypeness, and you see some stones around him start to wobble and move. Not quite, he's not quite casting the spell, but you see them start to move as he is learning unaware animate objects.
Very nice. Essentially, Elias got access to 5th level spells.
Yes.
And then we'll go to Tank.
Yep, I went for a 5th level in fighter, so all I got was an extra attack.
Okay, and
Done.
then
I only got an extra attack.
Only.
Really?
Yeah, an extra attack combined with your ability with your Echo Knight is quite powerful.
Well, yeah, funny enough, I said to Cam about this during the break. I've worked out I can do 8 attacks in 1 turn, once per long rest.
Yeah.
If you want to.
And Porky, as I believe, as you took the level in Warlock, you got a choice between a feat or an ability score increase.
Yeah, because I leveled up in my barbarian rather than the warlock, so I took a feat. I have taken sentinel.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Because when things try to move away from me.
Yeah.
Kashana proves.
Yeah, the only other feat which immediately came to mind for you was Slasher, but Sentinel works really well. And
Sentinel, I think, is easier for me to remember. So
yeah, and Raven.
So I leveled up my Warlock side, so he's got level 2 in Warlock now, which means he gets an extra spell slot and an extra spell. He's got 2 invocations, one of which makes the damage on his Eldritch Blast stronger. And the other one, I think, in terms of theatrics, he probably scratches his head, jumps down off the hut, but finds himself jumping back up in the air as he hits the ground.
I like how you point off into the distance. He's jumped in an arc, not straight up and down.
Yes. Raven.
So basically, he can use jump now without needing to any components or cast it, thanks to the DM's agreement.
Yes. The power, the Kingmaker has decided that for Raven, the graceful member of the party, he will grant him this power.
As he ungracefully scrabbles about through the air.
And it seems that the secret god approves of this, thinking that accessing such an invocation with such little link to the powers is quite impressive, and it maybe not enough to quite qualify as a secret, but it's curious.
It's just I just see like when in Flubber he puts the little Flubber buttons stickers
On his
the
shoes.
and he's practicing in the basketball court. He's just doing.
And
All I can see.
last but not least, Eos, who
Eos.
made a decision.
Eos has come to accept that in a realm of death, life is. It's not going to do the trick when in every solution we've found so far has been muddy grey, and she has left her shell to embody what she believes is right in her soul. She's making the transition from light into darkness and is accepting her new domain of twilight, which often brings calm and joy as the day's labors end, the hour's rest begins.
And no, her skin doesn't start to sparkle slightly.
No,
God.
we don't.
Porky would kill her.
None of that. She's now focusing her faith. She's focusing her faith on moonlighting effectively. This is her
Yes.
accepting this.
Yes, as you have brought down the embodiment of Mother Night here, you have embraced the night and thus become one with the twilight.
Excellent.
Oh
Does
no, she's
Does that swap all your things from life?
Huh?
Does that swap all the things from life to
Yeah.
twilight?
Yes, it-
Wow, that's a big
So
change.
if you want to know everything I've got, it's a lot, but
It's
I've
a lot,
gained
yeah.
Fairy Fire, Sleep, Moonbeam, Sea Invisibility, Aura of Vitality, the Tiny Hut, Aura of Life, Greater Invisibility, Circle of Power, Mislead, Eyes of the Night, Vigilant Blessing, Channel Divinity, the Twilight Sanctuary, and Steps of Night. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's it. That's everything. It's a lot of stuff. You get to see all of it in game, but I'm not gonna.
For those watching who might be a little bit like, oh, that's not possible. It is possible if you follow the rules as established in the new book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which allows, under certain plot-related circumstances, of which we have here, for someone to change a subclass, but only when they would gain a feature normally, but in this case...
Which would have been last level.
Yeah, but in this case, because you're gaining 5th level spells, I'm counting that as a feature.
And since I haven't used a single life effect since last level, who's to say I wasn't a Twilight cleric already at that point?
I just hadn't quite embraced it until now.
Exactly.
But before we continue with everything, I do have one last thing to cover with Porky, as you wanted to get the name.
Yes.
Right. So now you wanted to know all the gossip, didn't you? Right.
I'm gonna shuffle over. Yes, tell me everything. Do tell.
Right.
I'm like Yzma when she's talking to the squirrel. Ooh, do tell.
Yes. Yes. So there's this lovely Vistani chap I've been seeing for a little while. Is from like one of the more distant camps beyond some of the mountains, but yes, he's a lovely chap. His name's Victor.
Victor. Don't we know a Victor?
We do know a Victor.
We know a Victor.
We know him.
But not, you don't know this Victor. You know this Victor.
So you say.
It's a very common name in Barovia.
So what's he like? Where you going?
He's fantastic. Well, he was planning to take me out fishing on the lake. I like a bit of fishing, but now I'm melting into a puddle. So I suppose by the water cycle, technically he'll end up fishing in me, which is kind of a way.
Gotta get your kicks somehow, huh?
Keep going.
Whatever floats his boat.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to know? I'm still not quite melted yet. Any of you guys want to know anything? I've kind of got nothing else really to.
Can you remove this?
What?
It's already been removed.
It has.
The fur.
Did it get removed?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, it did.
Where
How do you
is
know?
that
Oh, can you
child?
remove this?
Yeah.
Oh, there wasn't ever a child.
What? She telling the truth?
Roll an insight.
Insight? Definitely insight.
Yep, telling the truth.
Was it
I
an illusion?
suppose. Yeah, it was one of my programmed illusions.
Oh.
Got
Great.
you. It maybe made you a bit suspicious, but it kind of got you on my side, thinking I was a sweet little old lady.
Oh man.
I never thought that.
Is this
I-
how you tricked Victor too?
No. He likes me for the cold, shriveled snowflake that is my heart. Actually, just opens a bit of the chest area, and there is just a snowflake where the heart would be.
There really is someone for everyone.
I just put my finger over her lips like, shh. No time for talking. Time for looting. And I start to rummage for stuff.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna start rummaging the hut.
Well,
No talky, more looty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start looting it, especially pick up that broom that I was denied last time.
yeah.
Do you want me to do an investigation for anything? But
Sure. Sure.
I don't know what. Never
Every
mind.
character,
Um,
Jamie.
yeah,
Every character.
You don't even find the broom. That seems to have.
Don't know.
disappeared.
Come on.
No.
I already said I picked up the broom. The broom is blatant. The
No,
rest.
you knocked her prone. The broom would have still been 60 feet up. You didn't hit the broom, you hit her. You knocked her off the broom. The broom's flown off, possibly. You
Can
don't
I
know.
search the hut?
Yes, you can. There is a chest in the hut.
I am so angry right now. You keep
I-
denying me everything I want.
I'm going to.
The horse.
I gave you a super powerful magic item only a couple of seconds
no,
ago. Don't you complain.
I'm going to
You're not having
gingerly
a broom.
lift the chest open using the tip of the sword of life stealing.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Wait, what?
Roll for
The
initiative.
mimic.
God damn it!
As from out of the hut, this probably will not take very long.
Oh, wait, is this actually happening? Holy crap!
Yeah. Burst 4 human hands.
I forgot
I'm-
to put on the character.
I'm not even being a part of this. I'm too busy looking for that broom.
Yep.
Oh, really? That's it? 2 crawling costs?
4.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why not? I don't know why that's done that. It's rolled it twice for some reason, but go on. 17.18.
Okay. One of the hands gets the first attack.
I got a 13. I forgot to click on Hellweb before I rolled it, James.
Okay, I will add you on. This will probably last like 1 round of combat unless you're incredibly. But yeah. Nat wand. It moves to the bottom of the initiative order, which. Elias. You can continue searching if you like.
Sure. I don't even know that these hands are attacking.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
There was 1 or 2 things, and neither of them was attacking. It makes sense.
Okay.
It was never meant to be.
You see what looks like the end of a broomstick sticking into a large hedge. like the top end, so you can't see the bush yet.
It'd be a trap. But I'm going for it.
Okay. Right, make me a strength check to attempt to pull this out.
I assume the
It
bush
seems
is
to be-
like this, whatever this is.
Yeah, sure.
Strength check. It's not meant to be. Oh, what?
You do succeed.
Oh my god.
And you have indeed called it, Steph, to some extent. As you pull out the next combatant for this fight.
Of course. Oh no!
No, I don't want to fight the turnip.
And it does actually have a slightly turnip-shaped head.
Oh
What? What?
Of course.
no. If you kiss it, it'll turn into a prince.
So wait. Is it stuck in the scarecrow, or was it just the scarecrow?
You're not sure.
Okay.
You're not
We'll find out after we kill the scarecrow.
But that was your action, so
That's fine. This is great.
Hellhound.
It's not going to do anything because it's not had any commands.
Okay. It's going to actually, just so, perhaps to add a bit more despair, these ravens got squished.
No, that was my next turn. I was gonna
That's
free
unfair. They were hanging from the hut, not underneath it, James.
They got squished by the falling of the hut.
That's so mean.
Yep. You just hear sort of like, "You could have saved us!" Yeah. From one of them. Raven. You have heard the shouts of Hellweir as he is attacked by hands. And you can probably
Never ending.
you can probably see
Um,
Elias in the distance being attacked by a scarecrow with a turnip for a head.
He's going to go 10, 20, 30, uses extra movement, 40.
I like that.
Mhm.
Here's Hellweir in distress. I'm gonna go help Elias.
Oh, hey, Raven.
He doesn't say where, he just goes, stab.
Stab.
That hits. And you
Sneak
would get
attack.
sneak attack on it.
Changing me back to Andy. I don't know why. Ba-dum. Ooh, nice sneak attack.
Oh, that is really nice sneak attack.
Holy
mean-
crap.
2 6s.
Yeah, and I think your weapon. This is your rapier is technically Thunder Tongue, isn't it? But you're just not using the lightning bit, or are you using your rapier? Just your normal rapier.
I mean, that's. I only clicked my bog standard rapier, but I could have clicked Thunder Tongue instead because I've got that listed as a different thing.
Yeah, I'll say
I-
because you've known these creatures, you would use
Yeah.
Thunder Tongue for this because you'll do full damage basically because it counts as a magical weapon, whereas you do half of the rapier.
Okay.
So you've done a hefty hit, and
So
hit just sort of looks, and it's just like, just sort of turns, and you notice for the first time there has a little cornucob pipe.
Oh no. Oh no, this was a good scarecrow. It's a helmet castle scarecrow, I think.
Turnip head is from House Moving Castle.
No. Oh, that's what you meant by turnip head. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Hellweir.
Right, bonus action. I'm going to summon the Echo next to me.
Yep. I mean, you could. Still up.
I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
ta-
got a squash to the heart. Technically.
yeah, I moved 60 feet, so it was out of reach, so it would have disappeared. So yeah, I'm going to attack this one,
Yep.
the Silvered Scimitar.
Dead.
Second attack, I'll attack the one in the corner.
Yep. Dead.
Bonus action, attack the one right in
And
front.
use your bonus action to summon the.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah. Damn it. Okay, then never mind then. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing unleash.
Okay. Aos.
What's happening, everyone?
Stuff and things. Things and stuff.
Okay.
There's some mutilated hands running around in here. You know, they're
I'm
like
going-
giant spiders, except gross.
I'm going to begin attuning to the holy symbol.
Yeah, it's cool. We got this.
Right. This crawling claw is going to try to slap Helwyr. Yep.
That
misses.
misses.
And then it just sort of rises up, snaps its fingers, and then gives you the middle finger. Or just return back to position.
Why am I just thinking of the Addams Family? Diddle-diddle.
Wow.
Tell her, yeah.
Yep. It's references time. Porky.
Rude.
All right. Excuse me. Oh. Sorry. Click one wrong thing. Wow. 12.
Oh, wow. Let's see what happens.
I mean, that one and it's a 12. That's pretty good.
Roll a dex check. Just straight dex.
Just straight decks.
You
Wow.
slip and you drop your axe on your own foot, but you're hardy enough to not take any damage. You drop plenty of things on your feet, but you
But
drop
like, can I
your
pull out one of my other ones for my
Yeah.
second attack?
Yeah.
I mean, I have plenty of them.
Yeah.
22.
That's a hit, and that is a dead hand. And no, not the boss from The Legend of Zelda. That'd be much more terrifying.
Hate that thing.
Me too. Right, brings it round to the Scarecrow's turn, who is just going to glare at Raven. So I will need a Wisdom saving throw.
Got this. So good.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
were saying?
paralyzed. Is you're
Thanks,
magically
Elias.
frightened of this. It's more like the look it gives you doesn't seem to be so much a terrifying glare as like a look of like sheer, like, why are you attacking me? And so you freeze out of shame. Elias.
I'm going to slap it with a few tentacles.
Oh, tentacle rod. I was like, what?
That's,
That is a hit.
That's one. That's
That
two.
is a hit.
Oh
That
god.
is a miss.
So let's.
So we'll have advantage on you until the end of your next turn.
Oh well, it's going for me next turn. 3 damage. An extra 2 damage.
Wow, it's actually still standing.
Wow. If only I'd hit with that last one.
Right, Hellhound doing nothing because it's not been ordered. Raven can't do anything because they're paralyzed. Just sort of. Helwyr.
Right, I'm gonna punch not punch, but slap the other one with my scimitar.
I feel like I missed Cade's turn. Did Cade just not roll?
Have we that? Oh, so we. Sorry.
didn't roll.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
So your target will have advantage on their first attack roll. Yep, so do you want to do your other
I'm gonna attack it again. Yep.
Cage
and
just
I'm-
showing up by own,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think I missed the
it's dead.
call to reroll. I thought it was just Elias and
problem.
Raven. My bad.
Nope. And with that, oh no, technically, yeah.
Just because I wanted to see what I'd do.
Aos, you're doing your thing. So,
I'm attuning.
So, Cade, you're aware of this. It's your turn technically at the moment because, well, you rolled. So, Scarecrow's over there if you want to go finish it off.
Yeah, I'll swoop over.
Oh yeah, swoop over. You can just fly 50 feet.
Yeah,
40.
40.
Yeah.
Cool. Swing.
Give it a shot.
But
Now one.
14.
No, that's it.
Slip.
And with that, the Scarecrow explodes in a puff of confetti, and candy rains down, but the candy is slugs.
Sorry, I was overloaded by the amount of power that I just received.
And inside, you find a broken broom of flame.
What?
It's still alive. I keep on hitting it.
I am going to cast mending on it.
I don't think it works
No,
like
I'm
that.
joking. It's not broken. You do actually. There is a broom of flying now.
You don't have mending.
I do have mending because of the loot.
Yep, he does.
Wow.
The loot he got. The builder's loot, or whatever it was called. And now,
Yeah.
I guess I will change the music. So, you have successfully now dealt with the thing. Raven, you are no longer paralyzed. You're able to move about freely. And I would guess that Hellweir is going to look for treasure.
Yes, with the Echo's help, just because. Why not?
Okay. So, Oh! I forgot about that. Cool. Porky's there as well, aren't you? Yes.
I'm scared now.
Yes, I'm concerned.
I need a dex save from each of you.
God damn it.
Wait, all of us?
All of you inside the hut and the Hellweir Hound.
God damn it.
Oh no.
20 for me. Doggy's probably gonna die again.
Doggy is right
Echo
next to me,
runs
so it
up
has a
my.
+2.
The 13's
Oh,
my
no.
Echo.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm stupid.
so Hellweir is the only one who succeeds. The rest of you take, and you take half this Hellweir. 18 thunder damage as a glyph of warding on the lid of the chest activates, hitting you with thunder damage.
There's no kids around for you to kill.
Technically, I should have had advantage on that dex save then.
Yes, you
Because it's
should.
a trap.
Yes.
Come on,
You
dex save.
killed my Hellhound.
Ah, God damn it!
And
She's too muscular to be dexterous.
I'm going to say, just for the sheer cruelty of it, the sound of the thunder damage is a child scream.
Oh no.
So basically, it sounds like a fox.
I have a porky
Ow.
chocolate.
And now that you've recovered from that, most of the stuff in the hut is wrecked. But inside, you find 1,300 gold pieces.
Yep.
I'd like to slap Hellweir across the back of the head for opening things without looking first.
I used the tip of my sword.
Yep.
Wait.
Just a tip.
Here's an interesting thing first. How much health does a chest have? And was it a mundane chest?
Nope. Wasn't Monday.
Okay.
Cracking out on me.
Shatter would have done damage to it.
Right,
I mean,
you said 1,300 gold, yeah?
yep, 1,300 gold.
Yep.
5 gemstones, each worth 500 gold each.
Nice.
I'm adding this to the loot already.
Alright, you add all that then.
A vial of oil of sharpness.
Ooh.
Oh,
A spell scroll of mass cure wounds.
Ooh.
A pouch containing 10 plus 1 sling bullets.
Ooh.
Some pipes of haunting.
Oh.
and
I'm going to pocket them.
and a picture of Strahd as a child.
Snow.
I thought you were going to say Snug as a child. I was like, I'm taking that.
How many were gems? What was the gems again?
500
gems
gold
worth
gemstones.
500.
Holy crap!
I would have thought we'd find like Snurg's resume.
But there is
That I
in
love
the
to see.
picture of Strahd, he is holding a Snow plushie.
Hey guys, I'm Baby Snurg.
And just for the hell of it, there is also the skull of a child.
Nice. I will take that.
Is
And the skull of a goat.
the Snurg plushie
I
that
will take that.
is the Snurg plushie that Porky gave to Baba Lasagna?
No, it
Yes,
seems to be. No, that one was put into the barrel and that's been dissolved into nothingness. It was also a newer model of. It doesn't match the one in the picture. It looks like a newer, more up to date, cooler version. So, and with that,
How big is this goat skull?
size of a goat.
Yeah, but goats come in different sizes.
It's a big goat.
Okay.
No, just for the hell of it, because it's Porky. It's the skull of a kid. Like,
Jesus.
there you go.
I hate you so much right now.
I know.
Raven, are you okay? Have you snapped out of it, Raven?
Yeah, Raven has.
Raven?
He just scowls at you before starting to walk off.
What did I do? What?
You know what you did.
Oh, and one last thing. You find a recipe for chocolate chip cookies.
God damn.
Instantly, I hand them to Eos. Cookie recipe.
Sure.
I am gonna read it as well. Does it have the poison that we gave? The
it does
ingredient.
indeed. It does say milk of the mother has one of the ingredients.
Told you she weren't lying, and I'll just shove it in Eos's face.
Oh, you still want me to make these poison cookies?
Yes, they sound tasty.
We could take them to dinner.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we can make them and take them to dinner for when we go and see Strahd.
Speaking of which, did we find the mother's milk on Baba?
Yeah, I'll say
I didn't.
you found it in. Yeah, actually, nobody's looked because
That's what I'm looking for.
Elias saw nothing.
That's
So
what I'm looking
give me
for
an
now.
investigation check, and we'll see if you find anything on Baba Lizaga.
He saw his
Okay.
hands go through a puddle of what is Baba Lazaga at the time. Oh, that's a nice guidance. Oh no, no, 2 nat 1s on the investigation.
This is snow, not milk.
Yes, you managed to find the bottle.
Is it empty?
Unfortunately, it has broken open.
Ugh. Now we've got milky snow.
Mother's milk.
Could be worse. It could be yellow snow.
You know, I really should have looked in more detail at Baba Lizaga's sheet. There's some actual really cool plot stuff here.
I mean, now just seeing it.
Yeah, I apparently missed this when I was looking through.
Oh, great.
Actually, at this point, I can do something for Raven, actually. This makes sense. So, did I ever, and this would be possibly my memory, did I ever tell you the name of the spirit that inhabits you?
No,
Excellent.
I don't think you did. At least I can't remember if you did.
If I did, I am now retconning because plot.
Okay.
So, you hear that familiar voice in your head. Ah, well, now that Lizaga is gone, I can perhaps reveal some more about myself.
Right now?
Yes, it seems appropriate. After all, you killed the one who prayed to have me killed.
Okay.
Yes. Now, you know that Strahd, that Lysaga is not actually Strahd's mother, correct?
Yes.
Well, hi.
I knew it.
Whoa.
Child's mother.
Wait. I have. Okay.
My
This-
name is Queen Ravenovia von Rowan. And I'm not joking. That is the
Ravenovia.
Yep.
What is it about us people with Raven in their name having fancy Raven names? Because mine's Raybellin.
Yes, it's perhaps why I was drawn to you.
Because I have Raven in my name. Okay, great.
Yes, who knows? And you have a certain raven-like quality. You remind me of me when I was younger.
That's
And
a little
alive.
concerning.
But yes, Lysaga was the midwife.
Did you go a
But
little bit cuckoo and think that your child was her own?
she supposedly saw. Yes, she believes that she was Strahd's true mother, seeing a potential for greatness and darkness in him that could never have come from anywhere else. She was the one who put the spark of magic in him, allowing him to become a spellcaster. Yes, and as a result of this, I banished her. And hopefully, she was never to be seen again. But
So you kind of did the same thing with myself by putting magic in me.
I suppose so. It's kind of.
I'm not some kind of pawn in your game, am I?
Everyone's a pawn in someone's game, Raven. You should learn to live with it. Either that, or perhaps you need to achieve your true title of king, as you have been supposedly done, and then you can be the one who plays with the games rather than being played. But even then, we are all pawns for the gods.
Hmm.
But yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is perhaps my fault that you were attacked by the hut. Well, all of you. For the keepers of the feather believed, well, they were found out to be enemies, but they were initially allies of myself before. And Lysaga decided she wanted to eliminate them, seeing them as a threat. Which is why she took the seed from them, so that she could use it for her own power and weaken them. She wanted to rid the land of all things Raven.
I kind of gathered that from the fact that she had Ravenkin in cages, which rest in peace, my friends.
Yes.
Cringe. But oh man, this just keeps getting more and more confusing and more layered. And oh my word, I just need to go to bed back at my
Yeah.
mansion and forget all this ever happened.
Yes. Well, it seems that the true Lysaga never truly returned to here. what you have there is a simulacrum of her.
Cool then. Kind of gathered from the fact that she melted.
Yes. But a unique simulacrum, one which comes from a great power far beyond anything I've seen. One which can. It's almost closer to a clone, but not quite, for it could age. And it had ways to regain magic.
Go on, dear.
But I believe it required her to bathe in the blood of beasts on night of the new moon in order to maintain that. There was a downside, of course. If she didn't, she died instantly. Pretty much. At least that's what she muttered to herself.
So why there's a bath covered in blood.
Yes.
Is it?
But for now, I will go quiet and leave the king to handle the rest of the business. I don't think you'll need much more help from the queen.
Okay, that just it's very that I don't know why, but that just seems very screwed in my head when you refer to me as the king and yourself as the queen and your son is Strahd. I'm not his stepfather all of a sudden, thank you.
Oh, yes, I suppose that would come across that way. That's not what I meant at all. You're not my type.
Good. Oh, good.
I don't think any of your group would be my type, but maybe Porky.
Out of curiosity, what is your type?
Maybe Porky if they were male. Big, bulky, and muscly.
Well,
Cages
the
covered in
male bulkier version of Porky's is currently taken, so sorry.
And I don't like furry things, so tell the image of Kate to stop flexing. I like to picture that in Raven's head as she was considering the group. The image of Cade was flexing.
But I'll tell you what, if I see anyone that potentially could be a candidate, I'll I don't know, I'll try and give you a poke, but I'm guessing you can just see everything that I'm seeing anyway.
Yes.
But I'm not flirting with them for you.
Well, in order for me to get to know them, I would somehow have to entice their spirit to be within you as well. Could be tricky.
This isn't a house party, you know.
Yes, there's not a lot of room in here, a lot of repressed memories.
Yes, and there's a reason for that.
Yes, even some of the, I've been in here a while, and there are some. I was considered quite gifted with lockpicks, but I don't want to open some of these doors.
Good.
I kind of wanted to expand my living space in your head. Don't mind me. Did you know you have a pool table up here?
He imagines a pool table. I don't know if it works like that, but do you want a swimming pool as well? Maybe a spa?
No. The spa's actually locked weirdly. I haven't quite worked that one out.
Well, I built the spa originally for my wife, but
yeah, that's probably why. Well, I'll leave it. I'm happy to just play pool, and then you hear the sound like someone doing the break at the beginning of the game. Right,
so he'll be like in the middle of a conversation with someone and just hear the pool cue go in the back of his head. Is she's just scrambling my thoughts right now. Hold on.
Yes.
Well, I can imagine it's actually like Porky's dad just being like, "Way!"
Actually, I forgot to say bye, so bye. I'm gonna go play.
The sound of like pool balls hitting each other in Raven's mind. What it actually is the armor is still punching the tree.
Yeah,
No one told it to stop.
Yeah. Oh, but yes, there you go.
So long as she doesn't want to start learning drums in the middle of the night.
So
All right,
And
it
just
is.
you just sort of hear like a voice. No, actually, I play the trombone, darling.
Oh
should
dear lord.
should we take a rest before we head back?
I'm on 12 hit points. Yes, please.
Yes, can we please?
Oh
take-
wow!
Well,
Well,
you've
I
now
can't
got the
sing.
you've now got the hut as a safe place, I suppose. If you wanted to rest
I
in
took
the
yeah.
a beating from that hut.
Lehman's tiny hut.
you could live
We
in
do have the hut as a safe place, but not that hut.
Oh wait, no, you can't ritual cast it. That makes sense.
No, clerics
What?
can ritual cast, can't they?
I can,
Can-
yeah, I'm a ritual
Okay.
caster.
You just,
Okay. Oh.
but wizards just have the edge that they don't need to have it prepared to ritual cast it.
So
But I believe it might be a domain spell for you, so
it is.
yeah. So they always
So-
have.
Get ready. If we need rest, that is exactly what I intend to provide now. I'm going to start chalking out something on the floor, kind of measuring it up with the actual hut. You do not want to sleep in that desecrated place, especially not with all the blood stains on the floor. In fact, I could even create it within the hut.
Do we want to sleep in the desecrated place?
No, I'm going to create my own hut, and it's going to look pretty much identical to Mother Knight's hut because, yes, I've sort of taken on her powers in a weird way of the night, and
It's-
yeah, it's going to look oddly like the dancing hut here, but the creeping hut rather.
Yeah,
Um,
but
a much
probably
more
more
pleasant
artfully
version.
decorated.
Yeah, I was about to say, instead of like these horrible cages and blood-stained bath, there's going to be these kind of ribbons, these silver ribbons, and on them they'll have the symbol of the moon. And I think instead of like these horrible dark interiors, they're going to be much more like a starlit interior. Like you can see like dark, like lights playing on the ceiling of the dome,
Yeah,
and they kind of represent little stars.
right.
And it's a kind of pale silver light within the hut. But for all intents and purposes, it does look like the creeping hut.
Yeah, from the outside, it looks like the creeping hut is a more attractive twin.
Yes. And I'll say this should be a safe place in here.
Now, let me just see if that's one of the spells that is warped by this land. You've not cast it yet.
I assume we're
No,
taking a
it's not.
short rest, right?
I believe it. Well, it depends.
Because we started coming here in the dead of morning.
Yeah, it's not been that late yet, so probably not long enough to have a long rest. But you could have a
Fine.
short rest.
Short rest is still good.
Yeah.
But you
I'll,
could just chill in the hut for
Hit
the
dice.
day.
I
Yeah.
need hit dice.
Doesn't
So-
cost me anything, so you can just sit in the hut anyway.
So you all get an extra D8 as within this hut, Elias starts playing Starry Starry Night.
Oh.
You all get an extra 1! Yeah.
Extra 1.
I rolled in that one.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. Cheers, man.
Put
You
in
can
that.
you can feel the slight sarcastic nature of his Starry Night song being played in the night hut.
Put in that new Song of Rest hit die to use.
Yep.
Oh god.
After all, your next stop is Argenbostholt.
One more to do it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm full. Did I cast Aid? Because I would have cast Aid now, at the very least.
Give
Let's
you
see
all
what And let me just check what level though.
5th.
Could do it at 5th. That'd be a
Wow.
huge amount of extra HP.
I am rolling so many ones.
Get them out your
No.
system.
What am
I'm
I?
gonna keep it
Yeah.
at. No, we'll do it at 4th. Because I've gained a spell, haven't I? At 4th.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. And I'll cast it on the usual suspects. Myself, Porky, and Cade.
What was that? Sorry, that was for aid.
Mm-hmm.
You now have aid.
Guys, don't forget to add your extra 1 HP.
You
Yeah.
got aid.
Cool. Back up to 4.
Indeed.
My God.
Ah, we
131
have
hit
potentially
points,
lost the hell
please.
with for the time being.
What does aid do? Sorry.
It's gonna pump your HP, max HP.
By 5.
No,
Nope.
What
I
level
cast it at 4th level.
Oh
By
shit.
20.
So I go from
20.
I go from 78 to 93.
How many does it boost it by?
That sounds like 15 to me.
Oh no, yeah, 15. Yeah, it's 15. Sorry.
15.
No, I'm gonna take
for
your
some reason
first
I was
answer.
seeing aid. I was seeing aid as a first level spell, a second, isn't it?
Nice. Wait, what we,
There's me with my piddly 48.
what are we looking to do next, guys?
Argon
Silver.
Box.
The
Kill
Silver Order.
Strahd.
No, the Silver Order.
Hmm. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
if Baba Lasagna was that easy, Strahd should be just
I
as
don't-
easy.
Feel as though that was the real Baba Lasagna.
What was that?
I'm gonna say, just for the hell of it, you also find a recipe for lasagna.
Oh my God's sake.
Jesus Christ.
Another one.
All right. Else, over the short rest, I'd like to finally attune to the symbol of power, the holy symbol.
Over the short rest, I would like
James?
to try and
What?
fly.
I'm attuning to the holy symbol.
Yes. Okay. So you have successfully attuned to the symbol of hope. Which did I share that with you
Nope.
already?
Nope.
Right. Let me just find it for you.
Oh yeah, you showed the art, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's not the icon of Ravenloft. Did I put it into you guys? No. So I'm just trying to find it now. There it is.
Tank's lost everything to
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's what you got.
What does that give you now?
Wait, what now?
What does the symbol of Ravenkind give you now?
I don't know.
I just shared it. I did. Oh, it's all in the GM notes. Why is it in the GM notes?
Yeah.
Sorry. There you go.
A wondrous item, it's a legendary, requires attunement by a cleric or paladin. Good alignment, so. Sorry, Cade.
Huh?
The
What was
holy
that?
symbol of Ravenkind is a unique holy symbol sacred to the good-hearted faithful of Barovia. It predates the establishment of any church in Barovia. According to legend, it was delivered to a paladin named Lugdana by a giant raven, or an angel in the form of a giant raven.
That's
Like
really
Dana.
weird.
Well, it's used the holy symbol to root out and destroy nests of vampires until her death.
It was given
High
to a
priest
holy
of Ravenloft
paladin.
kept and wore the holy symbol after Lugdana's passing. The holy symbol is a platinum amulet shaped like the sun, with a large crystal embedded in its center. The holy symbol has 10 charges for the following properties. Hold vampires. As an action, you can present the holy symbol. It flares with holy power, and vampire spawn within 30 feet can be paralyzed. Turn undead. You have the turn undead or turn the unholy feature. so you can make undead fear. And then sunlight. As an action, expend 5 charges. Present the holy symbol to make it shed bright light in 30-foot radius and dim for an additional 30. The light is sunlight and lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, as a side note, that turn undead means if you have those feats, you can expend charges, then they have disadvantage on the check.
Jeez.
Hold on,
That
did you
is-
say it was a holy paladin named Lugdana it was gifted to?
Initially, yes.
That's really weird. Because if you take my name, Cade, and
No, you
you
can't.
add a few
No.
letters,
Go.
and
No.
you get rid of a few letters, it actually spells Lugdana.
Wow.
You
think I
got your
should have
sun
it.
sword.
You've got the sun sword.
Yeah, but I want more. I'll trade it for Treebane.
I don't think we're going to be facing any more trees after this.
Yeah, no, I really need to sell it all. Do you know what? I'm going to leave Treebane here.
No.
Oh, fine, I'll carry it. I'll keep it alongside my...
Give it to the shield guardian if you really want.
I am going to keep it alongside my Sunblade, my Dragon Slayer, my Javelins, my...
Yeah.
Oh no,
you
I
will not-
actually yeeted my original sword. Oh no, they're just in my pack. I've just unequipped them. Never mind.
Well, that's a lot of stuff.
I would like to attempt to fly on the broom.
How can you when it's broken?
It's
It
not
wasn't actually, I joked about that.
Yeah, I know, but not
Maybe
when I
I'm
swing at it.
What's that?
The broom
Huh?
works, it functions, you're able to fly on it.
So what you see is you see Elias go past, and then you see Elias go past again, but stood on top of it. Then you see Elias go past with one leg, and then you see Elias go past, but he stood underneath it because he has the spider climb.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was
What
gonna
about-
And lobs of
That's
stone
just
at him.
so up over
Yeah,
the
I'm
top.
about the third passing.
So
23
what?
So over the top.
Even I don't show off like that.
Right.
On the third passing, you take
You have
Yeah.
advantage on the attack.
15 points of
Okay,
radiant damage.
Chaos. Yep, and you also
Ooh.
take another K. Hits you with.
Nice.
How can you? Oh wait, you can fly. Why is everybody attacking me?
You're being a show off, apparently, and
know,
I don't
I'm
like
just-
it.
I'm enjoying the fact.
Elias, what items are you actually attuned to at the moment? How many are you attuned to?
I believe I'm attuned to 2. Why?
I'm gonna pull out the capability and just hand it to you. You need this for the full effect.
Oh, why would you do
Yeah.
this? Porky, we thought you were cool.
Porky's already
I-
got a cool poncho.
He's literally got a broom. He needs the floating cape to be dramatic.
I know, it will go right alongside his ego.
So this is what happens. So he flies over and he goes to hug Porky while the broom is still moving, but he can't pick Porky up because he's not very strong. So he just ends up like hugging her but spinning around at the same time. Thank you.
Okay, now let go.
Okay.
Of the broom.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, you guys,
I'll attune to the clock of billowing. Because
right. Yeah, that's fine. Then you attune to the cloak of billowing. It, for a moment, seems to almost billow around your neck as if attempting to strangle you, but then calms down.
It's a really cool item, but I love Porky's poncho too much to switch.
We just look at the billowing cape, it's like, don't worry, we know.
Yep. Just for the hell of it, let me just read the item a moment, just because I think this will be funny. If it works how I think it works.
It instantly just destroys it.
Yeah, essentially, when you try to use it to blow dramatically, it always blows in the opposite direction of the way you want it to go.
What? Why?
Because
That's so sad.
Actually, I was actually attuned to 3 because I just looked because I was attuned to the loot of illusions, but I'd basically be swapping one useless one item to look good for another item to look good.
Yep. Apparently, what I will say is this cloak seems to have a slight personality to it, and it doesn't quite accept you being cool enough to properly pose yet.
I am mega cool. What you on about?
It seems to have a look of on it. Somehow you can tell this. You need to earn the right to be dramatic.
All right, so onwards.
So you guys would know that the path up to Argynvostholt will be a bit of a climb up this way, or you could take the long route round and sort of follow the road up.
Another quick question to everyone. We have 2 of the seeds now. I'm thinking we might be able to find the 3rd one before we go to Castle Ravenloft.
But do we know where
Please
it's
tell.
going to be?
No, but I could try and commune with some sort of power that might know.
That's a possibility.
But I know that when I last tried to divine something, Strahd appeared. Mother Night was the one who answered instead.
Well, then perhaps you could take me in with you. We could attempt to commune together.
You think your deity might know where it is?
If I'm 100% honest, I don't even know her true power myself. To the full
Is your
extent.
deity here in Barovia?
She is, yes.
Is that true, DM?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he seemed. You can roll an insight, but he,
Oh.
from an initial passive insight, he seems to be truthful.
It's possible. All right. I will need some time, and
I'm ready.
all right. Okay, in that case, then, over the course of a short rest, I'm going to try and cast Commune.
Okay.
I'll be sat with her, just almost attempting to mimic, because he's not really communed before.
Okay.
Whether
So
this
I'm
is going to work, I don't know.
Going to require a vial of holy water.
I actually think I still... does it have to be water specifically, or can it be the holy oil?
The holy oil is for applying to a weapon. I actually do have a holy water already. I think
okay,
Forky gave me that.
Yeah.
So,
So I will say, as part of this, Cade, because you're trying to get in contact with your god, basically, because you know it's here.
ooh, I got an idea. Have you got your shield? Have you still got a shield?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to ask to borrow that and use it as a vessel to contain the holy water.
Yeah, that
As a
makes
sort of
sense.
As a sort of bowl, I'm going to
Makeshift
turn it
bowl.
upside down, place it within the center of the hut,
With
pouring
that,
the holy water into it.
Cage, you can give me a religion check with advantage.
I'm good at those.
I'll inspire.
Oh,
That's
18.
actually pretty damn good. Okay. So, as you begin this communion, for a moment you see that familiar mirror that you saw back in one of the houses that you saw Strahd in. But as that image begins to walk into focus, suddenly the mirror smashes as a figure flies through it and lands in front.
Whoa, what does this figure look like? This is the first time I've seen it, actually.
Yes, I actually need to get an idea. So, this entity appears to be... It honestly seems to be giving you a bit of an... It's kind of hard to describe. Essentially, what you seem to get is a sort of almost like a miscellaneous, like, amalgamation of shapes, but they all seem to have some sort of like raven-like quality, and there are a pair of raven wings as the most predominant. And it's definitely forms into a feminine figure, but it doesn't seem to have formed into a distinct form. And you just hear the voice just like, "No, we're not going to have any of that. They asked for me, and you may be the land boy, but I am the queen."
Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
not confused with the other queen.
I imagine to like sort of take Cade in here with me. I've been like sort of holding his hand subtly within the ritual as I cast it, and then as I appear before this this queen, I'm like
Cade
suddenly
blushes.
pull my hand away.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay, so I will say that one feeling you're getting after that is said is a feeling of overwhelming sadness and sorrow.
I mean, that's what I get holding Cade hand.
It seems to radiate through you, and just sort of she pauses for a moment and then goes, "Right, welcome to the Fortress of Memories."
Eos is almost a little bit stunned, and turns to you, Cade, and says, "Why didn't you introduce us?"
Is this my lady? My fair lady? The other woman? James?
She sort of looks at you a bit like, "Who are you referring to
Huh?
there?" You said, "This is my fair lady." The
No,
other
no, no, no,
woman.
no, no. I said it to you, as in player to DM. Is this?
This is
her?
your... Yes, this is.
Perfect.
This is. But you've seen her in this form before. Only once or twice have you ever seen like a more complete manifestation than this. Like
Okay.
that time she came to tell you were an idiot.
Oh, yeah, that's about right. Well,
Who is this?
Eos, this is my deity, the Raven Queen.
Yes.
Ironic, I know.
Not to be confused with Queen Ravenovia.
I see. And
Or
you
Ravella.
serve? So this is who you've been serving this whole time, Cade?
He looks a little... I guess shy is probably the best word to put it down to. And
I wouldn't say he worships me necessarily, but he has certain oaths bound to me. That's probably a better way of putting it.
Wait, he owes you something?
No, oaths.
Oaths. Okay.
Yes, as in he has sworn oaths to me. Think of him more as a knight serving a member of royalty.
So you're a simp. No, I'm joking.
Well,
to
no.
put it short.
Maybe towards you, Eos, but not.
Oof. Yes, you really
See,
need to stop watching me close.
he only
Wait,
follows. He
what do
only
you know
follows.
about relationship?
Well,
Relationship?
That is just
I have eyes everywhere. Some of them
that
got squished recently. It's quite annoying. But
we all have relationships, Cade. As in, I have a relationship with everyone in the party.
yeah.
You do?
See, I don't have long here to help you, unfortunately, because whilst Barovia is a neighboring kingdom to my own kingdoms, and that's kingdoms plural, by the way, because unlike some people, I can have more than one.
Oh, wow.
But I can only breach into here for a short time, and your prayers combined were heartfelt enough that I managed to break through that barrier for a short while.
Well, you managed to join us within the material world, or the world in which we're in. I've seen you in the distance and behind each corner, in every shadow. Perhaps you might have seen something.
Yes, I've seen plenty. After all, I have eyes everywhere. Little black winged eyes.
Then, in that case, you may know of things in this place. We're searching for something. One of the seeds that belongs to. Let's have a look at the map. To Y. I don't know. It's what's the actual winery called?
The Wizards of Wines winery.
There you go. Cool. We're looking for the seed that belongs to the winery. We have two of them already.
Yes. Well, I can tell you this. I can't tell you its exact location, but I can tell you that it has left Barovia.
It's not in Barovia?
Nope.
I guess that's the first question. And there's no point seeking it. We need to defeat Strahd to escape this place. We already know that. Unless we can ask the Vistani to acquire it for us. Make some sort of arrangement with them to bring it back. Depends where it is, I guess.
Oh,
And if we're able to get there.
I'm going to ask you a question now, which might help point your further questions in the right direction. Do you know where Barovia is?
Yes. Quite.
I woke up here. As in, I was born here.
That's one way of putting it.
And
Your body was.
Reborn.
Yes. Would you like to know where Barovia is? I'll take that as your second question if you say yes. It might help guide your path.
I think Eos is probably leaning to yes on this. What do you think, Cade?
I think it might be worth our while.
If you're asking, if you seem to ask this as if it's not on a map.
Well,
Barovia isn't in the material plane, is it?
no, that it is not. It is neighbouring my kingdoms. It is one of the more stable kingdoms in the Shadowfell.
Eos's eyes kind of go wide. That confirms it then. I really did die, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
My soul came here to a plane of death.
Yes, I was hoping. Well, most of you came here. Your old physical body didn't, and I would say, looking at you, there's a few fragments missing, and I know that actually because I have a couple of them.
What? My body?
I have fragments of your former self, not your body, but more perhaps memories, or perhaps you could consider it the soul.
That's why my memories have been so foggy. I can hardly remember my previous former
Yes.
life.
After all, there is a reason this place that I brought you to is the Fortress of Memories. You can
As much as
consider
I want to ask questions about this, we must stay on task. We need to escape this realm and defeat Strahd. We have but one last question that might aid us in that. I think we should ask something about the knights that we plan on trying to ally with. What are they called? The Silver Order?
the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Silver Dragon, okay. What should we ask about them, Cade?
What do we know so far?
That they tried to defeat Strahd once and they were defeated. Now they seek revenge.
Are they still around? Are there any of them left?
Well, the one we encountered was a white, was it not?
A Revenant.
Yeah, so
Revenant.
that's what I mean. Are any of them still left, like alive?
Mm. I don't want to ask something that we're going to probably discover real soon. But I suppose we should ask something like, will they be willing to ally with us?
Well, I think
What's
any
important?
enemy of Strahd is going to be willing to
Yeah,
fight
it's a bit of
against
a
him.
given, isn't it? Okay, if that's the case, maybe we should ask something about like their intentions.
Does Eos like me? Yes or no?
What?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
You say it, and the Raven Queen just raised an eyebrow. Like, really? You want to spend your question on that?
No.
actually, I should ask something like, what do the Order of the Silver Dragon... Will the Order of the Silver Dragon still be around if we defeat Strahd? I suppose is a real question. I'm not really sure. I want to ask something in relation to them, in relation to Strahd. Like, is that all they want to do?
Is
Just
Strahd
desert?
planning on killing us with this dinner invitation?
You know, I've already broken some rules coming here, so I'll give you a bit more detail. Would you just like a general overview of the Order of the Silver Dragon?
Yes, like their intentions, their motives. What would they plan to do if we defeated Strahd?
They would rest.
Yes.
For I will say this: you will find no ally of Strahd within the halls of Argynvostolt, but
Okay.
you will find no ally of yours either.
Oh.
The Knights of Argynvostolt do not seek the destruction of Strahd. They seek his eternal torment. And there is no better torment for him than Barovia.
Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna have to convince them that he needs to be, well, either removed from this place or atoned. Oh god, that's gonna be tricky. Okay, alright, that's useful information.
It's going. you know, it's going to be quite interesting if and when you defeat Strahd, because the barriers of this land should then fall. I could perhaps take this kingdom for myself. It seems to like ravens. Or
And would
perhaps
that be one of a new, better rule than Strahd? I think that Barovia should belong to the people, not to any god or deity.
that is possibly the most strangest thing I have ever heard from the mouth of a cleric.
I do not necessarily serve a god.
No, but yes,
Perhaps.
at the same time.
She is right, though. The people do deserve this land. They've been
Well,
cursed for
it
way
is a
too long.
matter of whether this land will remain.
That's a good point, actually.
Even I don't know.
Will
But
the land really be at peace once Strahd is dead?
people will be able to leave, but whether that will mean that Barovia achieves some place in the material plane, or if it remains a domain of the Shadowfell, I don't know. If it remains a domain of the Shadowfell, you could potentially release greater sorrow to the people, but at least their souls will be free to pass on. They may not It may not be peaceful, but at least they'll be able to rest in peace and end this cycle of soulless rebirth. At least, I guess.
What will
But,
happen to folk like me who have been rebirthed?
well,
I know that's
if
probably more than our questions can
if
offer.
if if no one else comes to claim you or you don't get sent back, you're always welcome in my realm. I do like to collect interesting things, and you would certainly fit that description.
Wait, did she say she was going to try and claim me?
Yep.
I don't like that expression. I say that as well.
Well, it's more if, say, your your friends and you do not survive, and but in your after your encounter, and perhaps
It's not an
Barovia
option.
falls, and it is, Kate. It is potentially an option. You're in the Shadowfell. Many despairing, horrible things are options.
It's not. I still have a deal.
Yes, you do have a deal, but that deal is for one, not many. And that deal is not for you either, it is for someone else.
But it's not one I'm going to fail.
Well,
You gave me your word.
and a word I shall keep. Perhaps I will grant you this, as you've been so diligent in your duties. If, when this is over, Barovia falls, I cannot guarantee whether that will be the case or not. I will make sure that there will be agents of mine to greet you and take you back to safety. That may be a place of safety in the Shadowfell for the time being until you can find a way out, or that may be somewhere else. I can only do so much.
Very well.
Even deities have their limits. But should you see any just let me check something a moment before I say something. Should you see any elves who worship me, tell them that your drow is off limits and that you are to be taken to safety. How they take that, I'll leave up to them. But my agents tend not to be fond of drow. As the old underdog proverb goes, if you meet one of them in the deeps, ask for the dead drow stuff.
Why did I organised all my pens and I can't find a single fucking one?
Alright, and I'll say to the Raven Queen. I'll say to her, well, I thank you for your wisdom and information about the Silver Order and about the realm of death that we find ourselves in. But if once all is said and done, if you do try to come and claim me, I will not go gentle into that good night, and I will end the communion spell
Yep.
by literally flipping the shield over, letting the holy water spill into the ground. I'll wipe it down and hand it.
All you hear as the water fades, perhaps in the splashes. And I was hoping to have the pair.
Don't like how you're beholden to that figure. As I'm wiping down his shield for him. You have a bargain with her. I do hope she holds on to her word, keeps her word, rather. And Eos is kind of avoiding eye contact as she hands you back her shield, your shield.
Oh, trust me, Eos, I hope so too. Otherwise, unfortunately, it won't be the gods I'll be answering to.
And I think at this point, as you begin to head off towards Argynvost Holt, is there anything anyone would like to do on the way?
Elias?
I think Elias is just flying about on his broom.
Everyone's talking to like their gods of secrets, their spirits within them, their deities, and he's just like doing little like corkscrews on his broom, like wee.
It's fine. You can be our lookout if you're up there.
Everybody's just got these like things within them talking to him.
I'll say to Elias,
Mine's playing pool.
hey, come down here a second. Elias.
Hellway's got his echo. Yeah, I come down.
Porky's not talking to anybody.
You got your god of secrets.
Yeah, but she
I'll
doesn't
say-
talk to it unless it
Yeah.
wants something.
Yet.
Okay. I'll say, Elias, if you're going to be up there, like Porky says, you can be our lookout. And I would hope that you remain vigilant. And I'll place my hand on your shoulder. And as that happens, you see just a crack between the clouds and a pale ray of moonlight shine down upon you. You have advantage on your next initiative check.
Nice.
I literally want to give like Elias some form of like either berries or kind of little food and be like, okay, fly up there and I'll see if I can catch them in my mouth. You have to drop them as we're just walking along.
You should be the lookout. Now go up there and drop berries into my mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Elias, go higher. Go
So
higher, Elias.
You see Elias go up and he's doing like the generic like
No, higher.
was looking around as every so often he's dropping a berry down.
You gotta go higher, Elias.
I'll do it.
Right, I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna wait
roll
until
a
he
set.
keeps on going higher and higher. I cast Dispel Magic on the broom. No, I'm joking. That would be me.
Yeah, Porky, as you're running about collecting these berries, and Raven would notice this too, you see in the distance, in some of the trees, a little fox looking at
Hey,
you,
buddy.
once more with the scroll in its mouth.
You found dinner?
It looks at you for a moment and then just tilts its head, nods, and then scampers off.
Okay, bye.
That fox trips and like drops the scroll of fireball.
No, no, it drops and it turns out it was a scroll of Summon to Rask.
Oh, no,
Yes.
it eats a berry and it turns out to be a good berry and rolls a 7.
Yeah, and with that, with
Goddamn good berry.
all of this fun stuff as you're heading off for a new area, I think that is a good place to wrap it up for this week. As the party have hit level 9 and are heading to potentially the second to last place before they face Strahd himself.
Dun, 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 dun.
Second to last
Damn,
place?
He can't have me. I've got his mum in my head.
You've got Arkin Boswell and the castle.
We got Mount Baratok.
Strahd's
I said
has
potentially.
gotta go.
I'm adamant that we're
So-
going to Mount Baratok.
So, thank you for watching, and keep watching because the Last Resort Company are up next in Venturing Through Chalk. Thank you for playing, of course. Join us Friday for the Roll for Story main campaign. We should be back this week, where we will hopefully find out what is up with that mysterious crystal in the distance.
Ooh.
And on Sunday, join us for the Witch Hunters with the true Baba Yaga.
Man, where they're having an existential crisis as to whether she is even real. Or
Yeah.
anything is real.
Yep. And so with that, good night, sleep tight, and don't let the demon snark bite.
That works.